Okay, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to clear my throat. Excuse me. I am back again for another Avengers film. Of course, this one being Endgame, where we last left off. It was Infinity. And my mic slips hilarious. Give me 1 second. Okay. Kind of get myself adjusted. Excuse me. I don't know. Some of this might get edited out. Who knows? Where's this little thing at? Yeah, I got a little DIY setup going on over here. And I wish I had left it the way I had it before. But I wasn't sure if I was going to do the follow up the next day. Hold on. Okay. Temporary mess up. I'm not going to even waste any time. So, as the norm, I'm going to do the countdown. We're just going to get into it. 3 hour flick. Let's not waste any time. Excuse my voice. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I am getting ready to hit play. And I have to walk over here. And I'm going to yell it out. Hitting play. Hold on. And I'm hitting play. Now. Two mustard, please. Thanks, Mama. Mail or mustard. How about ketchup? Just to give you guys a placeholder. And I'm having a junk meal breakfast. Lila's missing. Now, for those of you, just to kind of date myself, we're watching this or reviewing this about a week or two after the announcement for the next phase of the MCU. And the reason why I bring that up is because I'm excited that Hawkeye is going to be getting, I believe, a series, which I always thought was better than giving him a TV show. Giving him a movie. Does not have to be. Okay, now we're getting the Marvel credits. The music's coming in. Banner, Widow, Thor, Cap. Da 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 da. Just doing that as a placeholder. Yes, I'd rather him have a series than a movie. It doesn't have to be like 89 episodes. good 6, 8 to me. And I do believe it's going to be tied into the Black Widow film. Tied into the Black Widow film. I personally never got confirmation as to if, I'm sure probably was special effects. When you see Tony looking all gaunt when this ship lands, eventually. I'm assuming that you guys have seen this, of course. But it would have been very interesting to find out that he dropped a hell of a lot of weight, for the film. Because you got to keep in mind when they were filming this, you didn't see a lot of Robert Downey Jr. In the media, and he had no other films that were like playing. And I remember seeing the trailer. I really didn't think that they were going to find him this fast. I can't remember if they confirmed if she ever got these messages to him. And this is my third time watching this film, by the way, for anyone who cares. Compared to my 89th Infinity War viewing. She was an android with feelings. I actually thought the film was going to start off how the trailer did, with them in the room at the headquarters talking about the casualties and it leading up to them seeking him out or trying to find his, coordinates or whatever. I like the Beardo cap. I'm gonna miss that guy, Beardo cap. I'm gonna turn down my volume a bit because you might be hearing it through my headphones. I'm not sure. Pepper. Yeah, I thought it was gonna start like this. I also thought Black Panther's sister was still gonna be alive, and when we caught up, she was gonna be the acting Black Panther, because I know that there's a side story. Excuse me. You took his goddamn shield. Liar. To kill Thanos. It would have been cool if they did a short film with the Avengers, with Marvel, Carol rather, as a lead up, like they did with God, what was the story? God, thinking of that short film from Iron Man with with Ben Kingsley as the pseudo character, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. That was a great comeback on her side. Bam, 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 bam. Endgame. Okay, the audio sounds good. Right, his bass. Mark Ruber. So last time, Star-Lord messed up, and this time Thor messes up. All on emotion. And this one's chilling in like pseudo Hanoi Hill. With his own farm. Bastard. And that would have been a great time to have Lady Death. Rather than just having him alone. Should chop both hands off and a foot. You busted it from before. Up your nose with a rubber hose. See, there we go again. It's so funny because, like I said in the Infinity War, we should have known that they were going to play the Hulk like they did, and as you can see in this one, is leading up playing the Hulk because he's not the Hulk when he should have gone down to the planet as the Hulk. Oh, you bastard. It's funny to know that all this time she's recording. So her life is nothing but a series of numbers, of course, but recordings because that's how he's able to tap in. 20 years later. Five years later. I'm surprised we're not getting back in black. Now, it wouldn't be surprising to me. I mean, I don't know, dude, but if we're going to find out in another year or so that, this, I guess this is Joe, this Russo brother is really gay because this is supposed to be his, the Marvel's first gay character right here, as opposed to a superhero. You know, I guess they wanted to get the community off their back. That looks like the wrestler Edge right there. Or I should say the Mafia. Because there's a big difference between the gay community and the gay mafia. Trust. Hold the conversation for all other story. Hope you didn't hear all that. Me moving around. I love how people just took on that Ant-Man was saved by a rat. I just thought that was like a silly concept. When realistically, I mean, at least from my perspective, it's a plot device to bring Ant-Man back. I mean, you could have had a piece of, they could have put a feather to land on this little doohickey, and it turned this on and kicked him out like it just did. it would have been interesting. This just popped in my brain. Is in the scene where he came out of the garage, if Harry Dean Stanton was there again, like he was in the was the first Avengers when Hulk came crashing through, especially before he passed away. Harry Dean Stanton, that is. I mean, technically, the Hulk did pass away in this series as well, if you know what I mean. Nothing worse when you're trying to get to a row of cookies, a sleeve of cookies, and the container just refuses to cooperate with you, of course. I want to know who Charlotte Lee is. Now, I wonder if there's other names that's on that board that no one's caught yet. Looking like Emmanuel Shariki. That's what she said. Love the new haircut. Submariner set up. I wish she had never mentioned her haircut. It just seems like a cheat, so that people won't go, oh, she got a haircut. Like, for those that are in the comics, they know about the haircut. For those aren't, they, find out about it. I don't understand like why she cries during the scene. I know he's wilding out. And she should know him wilding out, his reputation. And he's killing villains. I could see if the dialogue was like he's leaving babies, dogs, and he doesn't care who's in his path. I like these two. I've said this before, but I like their friendship. It's like they save one another off the ledge. You know, a lot. Here's $1 million question. Well, not $1 million question, but just conversational question. Excuse me. Kind of knowing that right now the chances look good that Emily Blunt's going to be Sue Storm with John. Would you have rather had seen Emily Blunt as Black Widow now and Scarlett Johansson coming in as Sue Storm in the future? The man with the plan. I know you know that. Yeah. Crazy, right? Scene stealer. Beautiful location. Love to know where this was filmed. Gonna have to look this up. Dream house. Hashtag dream house. Hashtag nice location. this space. I hope this is all one location. You got like a log cabin almost looks like, man. Look at that deck. Time heist. It's funny because, excuse me, there was an article I read a long time ago with Chris Evans worrying about his hair receding. So, I could only hope. I mean, it really doesn't. You know, I don't know what he was going through, but it just makes me think about implants, looking at him, for whatever that's worth. I would bet that Robert Downey probably knew that he was going to die, like, 2 years ago, and he just kept it mum. Playing him. It looks like he should be on Saturday Night Live. Dang, look at the phone in his hands. Oh, wow, I just caught that transition. That was funky. You saw how small it looked in his hands, and then when it went to Scott's hands. He said dab. Brain is buzzing now. The scientist inside. Numbers rolling around his head. The theory, you know, and just the fact of, yeah, I know this probably is not going to work. Let me just. Oh, I like that table, how it's lit. So lit. It's lit. You don't worry about it. I'm cool with failure. For this, I'd rather just have my easy life and just go to bed saying I told you so. But I like how they brought the music in. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, he's like another person, dude. That's crazy. And like she goes, oh, does she now? She gives him the okay, and like a kid in a candy store, he's off. Excuse me. Still dealing with this. Yeah, like you'll be able to sleep with that in your head. Cut it out. Thank you. The van thing. He should have said, Scott, I'm going to send you in and bring you back in 10 seconds, but it'll seem like an hour to you. She's like, who is that? Because he'll grow. But he knew it was baby him that came through. Stupid. When exactly he did it, so to speak. I like his his positivity and thought process on that. Like, yo, we did time travel. He should just hit the grass. He goes all the way around. Look at him. He's flying too, man. He should just cut right between the grass. And right then, he should have known that he knows something. Now, I wonder if he had tested it. Right then, we should have known. Who's on the apple box? I like how he did that. He brought it up, upside down, and flips it. This part's so cute. Little subtleties that really make it. It's funny how that works as far as sound. The way the music kicks in is that transition is something else, man. That goes, the taco like the phone is small in his hands, and as soon as it makes that transition, you know, into Scott's hands is. I like this concept too because I had just a few months ago found out about Asgard and how Tony had rebuilt Asgard in the comic. So to see this concept, I thought was cool. So, oh, okay. And then now to know that Lady Thor is coming, it's everything that I thought that I wanted to happen, especially with Natalie Portman being in it. Oh, it was, a little subtlety because she's used to seeing, aliens, I guess, quote unquote. It's funny because I think in the trailer, they took Hulk out of it and it was just Raccoon entering in the room by himself. Cinemax. Who the hell still talks about Cinemax? Does Cinemax even have any original shows? Mm. They need a series, man, for real. They just a 3-part series, man. Thank you, though. Best line in the film. Get out. Get out right now. I killed him. Nope. You're good here, mate. keeping it a buck, the series could start just like this, with this whole thing, with maybe like with a Nat, or maybe without, I don't know, man. I want this to be, I want Hawkeye series, even if it's just, I'll take one season, just give me one season of it, to be as dope as the first season of Daredevil was. And I'm not shitting on the rest of the Daredevil seasons, but anyone that saw the first season, you knew how you felt when you saw it, those fight scenes, and oh wow, like they really got it right for a series, you know. And by the time that this one comes on, I think they would have gone through two, maybe three, because Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then Scarlet Witch, if you want to count the what ifs. And then I think the next one might be this one, might be Hawkeye. And then on top of that, Disney will also learn, Marvel will also learn through the success or failure of the Star Wars series that they're going to have on as well. It would also be awesome if they started getting influenced by the actual comic book writers. So if they decide, hey, we're going to do Hawkeyes in this series, go get that writer or those writers and bring them in, and just at least if it's in the structuring and the meeting tables of how they're going to do that. And they could stop right there and then go, like this scene right here, could stop. Before he even says you shouldn't be here, it should just stop. Boom. 4 years later or whatever. Or, Budapest, 2004, whatever. I've always loved his relationship with Scarlet Witch as well. It's like he grooms her. If you had given it to him sooner, I'll let you guys figure it out. Did he call him Ratchet? Hokey. One test. Exactly. I don't know why that's so bad after watching Thor slice his head off. I'm surprised they didn't put in sliders. and that's them putting their own spin on the time travel genre within this universe that sets up, you know, any future phases that they want to do. So they broke the mold and created their own. It would have been cool if you could have brought a video camera back or phone, and just record everything. Excuse me. And then he could have came back and had the footage, as full-fledged verification. I like the setup because it still gives me the belief that he's at Thanos' location rather than in his garage. That mitt looks like a flattened Hulk hand. It's almost the equivalent of not being able to see yourself. Well, at least you know he's home. You know what I'm saying? Because she wouldn't have responded like that. Oh, he brought back a mitt. They do something very genius here, which is something, I grew up with. When you go, if you had to have a magic genie, and everyone would wish for something dumb, and I would go, I wish for 80 more million wishes. So the fact that he takes more pin particles is like the equivalent of that to me. Lead in. Sidebar. I made a post that I put on IG regarding when they made the announcement of Lady Thor, that I had a dream that I met. Once I found that, pretty much found out about the concept of Lady Thor in the comics, I had a dream that I ran into Natalie Portman in a hotel, and we were chit chatting, and I was like talking to her about it, basically saying, hey, you should go check out these comics because I think this would be dope if you could, play this character, come back and play this character. I know you decided not to, when you decided to walk away after our Wonder Woman director got fired from Thor. And I found out that her deal was already in place like 6 months before this announcement, which is pretty much like January. And I can't, and I had this dream months ago, kind of around the same time. So who knows? I tapped into something. The one thing, man. I hope Chris Evans does not stop working out after this. I hope he does not decide to get lazy. I know I read something about him saying that he's happy that he can slow down the working out. But, my word of advice, stop doing that up and down, and wait for different parts, man. It's going to really jack up your body in a way. As you get older, that muscle memory gets a little slower. So you decide, oh, it would be great to come back as Cap, you know, and you look like Captain Cookie. Don't get mad. What is that piece actually? The way that music is. Shit like that is like, it just reminds you you're looking at a fucking real live comic book fucking film. Hey, I remember that guy. He put too much focus in on one alien. I like how this was put together. Like, so you get to see the other side. Oh my god, that was cheesy. The way they had to put the music in. How many weeks early did she say? Say 2? Tubby. Like he came to fuck around. My mother. All sorts of heartbreak for this dude. It would have been funny if he smacked him 2 times. Pop, pop. Uh, Bring it down, Blue. What the hell does that mean? It's funny to get a laugh out of that. A little warning would have helped. Tearing shit up. She's like a little kid sitting there. What is that? Is that like his sword? Because I don't recall me seeing him use that. And I swear. Busted from the future. Run! Okay, this is a new thing I'm going to do. Anytime I hear I swear, I will quote the All for One song. And anytime I hear New Kids, Step by Step, we'll sing New Kids. For some reason, when the dude with the glasses just stepped out, for some reason I thought that was WWE's Paul Heyman. He like he tripped by accident. They just dissed him, B. Take the stairs. See, but this whole scene I could have sworn went down differently in Winter Soldier. Actually, it did because he was in the elevator first, and those guys came in and stopped it. Frank Grillo's character liked this move. And for those that know comics, Hail Hydra. He could have just jumped. Anyway, yeah, there's a side story with Captain America joining Hydra. That's why that works, and it would also work in the future if they went that way. When Tony, when Cap, when Cap uh, goes back in time, the things that we didn't see, the universes or whatever. I know Cap did some shit that we're gonna find out. New scene. Wow. Loki. Now, why can't he just say, I'm you? It's a long story. Don't ask any questions. Just trust me. It's so funny because it's like the original Captain America costume now looks like the old pilot TV version of, or the old TV version of Captain America with what was Red Brown. Is that it? The Evil Knievel version. All you gotta do is say Bucky. Mm. Yo, he's knocked out with a hat on his head. Playing him. She got like a Goku head. Willingly. No, Kingsley. Ben Kingsley. I don't know who Willingly is. I just want to go on the record and say that this movement is so annoying. The fingers. Cause you got hit like I got hit and you ain't fucking breathing. He's just saying what he was just told, trying to act like he's smart in front of his kids. Same Nebula. Rene Russo with the Italian cabuso. He tries to merge the shirt together. Busted. Now, I really can't recall if this is from Dark World. Probably, because that shot right there might have been someone else. Yeah, he's like a little chimp. I'm surprised they just didn't like shoot him or throw, a spear at him. And the setup is perfect for him to get the hammer, the way that they set it up. I got the thing. That's why he said that at the end. This was set up perfectly. Oh boy. So it's very interesting now because if you look, go back and watch Dark World now to see if there's a moment or if they just, if you can tell that there's a moment somewhere in that film that gives her the space where she walks off and this happens, then that will prove that they definitely had this set up. If you can't, then it shows that they were looking for insertion points as they were setting up the Avengers storyline. Exactly. Not an idiot, he's a clown. Great line. I don't know if you guys heard me. I was getting some water. Ice water. It's a trap. You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. Garden State. $1970? Piss ant. You only got one shot. You already fucked up here. Might as well do it. You dig? You already messed up. They should have de-aged him. Fuck it, they de-aged and everything else. Brown sugar. See, I would have done something different. I just would have had him confront him rather than trying to peep out the other way because it's just too suspect and kind of cliched. As soon as he seen his pops, he should have just kind of just beelined toward him, and then change the game rather than, oh, let me try to escape. Hey, wait, this way. You would have known that. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Why did they put that saxophone in? Oh, wow, the vintage Ant-Man hat. I didn't see that before. He's de-aged. Because some of our guys aren't feeling that great. They didn't open it. Yeah, they did. Grabbed like 45 of them joints. Whoop. I left that motherfucker with like 3. He's counting the years. Ah, I like that. I just caught that. The greater good is rarely outweighed by my own self interest. So the things that I really want to do, I sacrifice it for the greater good of, humanity, mankind, or the planet, or the universe. Marvel universe, that is. How did it get from Margaret to Peggy? I'm confused. Almanzo Stark. I can't tell if he's de-aged or not. Mm. Him. And we should have known by that he was going to bite the bullet too. Fake Alfred. Weird beard. This beard is weird. Weird beard. Weird beard. This beard is weird. I'm you. Do you like my voice? Get in the bed with me now. Take the chip out of my head. Put it in my vajayjay. Nice blade. Toward the eye. Why are you looking at the goddamn plate when you know it's not containing any answers? Time waster. Wouldn't it be surprising, like 7 years down the line, we find out that Thanos took that little vial and was able to replicate it, you know, when you least expect it. He pops up and just holds the vial in his hand, like, haha. Oh, it has like 3 of them. Edith and Ivan. One never had a mother. The other one never had a father. I love you. I love you. And you didn't think about that before? I know this character's coming back. It's a matter of time. And it doesn't make any sense. Think about it. It doesn't make any sense to do a prequel Scarlet Witch film. I mean, Scarlet Witch. Black Widow film, and then that's it. I'm saying, then what are you gonna do? Another sequel that's in the past? No, she's coming back. These two. So yeah, dude, just break out, just trip and just break. Boom, I'm out. Fighting to go over the edge, man. Meanwhile, he got kids. He swear he going to. He looking right over. It's just kind of a time waster too. They could have just did something else that would have been, a little sweeter, a little sadder. To do all this, they gotta fight and fight. This is a precursor to how they meet. When the movie comes out. Let me go. Let me go. It's okay. I was old anyway. No. All of a sudden, his shit just pops. Soup. Ah. Not Natty with the fatty. Was it worth it? I wish that was explained, like why they wake up in that water. Open your hand, kid. Did we get them all? I'm on my knees, motherfucker. Where the fuck you think this means? Go ahead, say we don't trade lives. Go ahead. She's coming back. Cap has something to do with that. That beard is horrible looking at it now. Now, don't you find it funny, as I did when I first saw this, he never says the name Red Skull because that is going to cause a reaction. That's the most action I've seen him do all movie and a half. The red floaty guy. Never said the red floaty guy like a skeleton or, a ghost, the ghost, whatever. All of a sudden the hand just pops. That motherfucker gonna go back in time if he put it in his hand. That didn't go so well. Playing him out. When are you coming home? Where are you? You were supposed to be home like 10 minutes ago. With the peanut butter and jelly and the cake and the ice cream. Come on. Oh! Your mother's father. So what? And junk. Ruby! Move your ass. I will help you since you sold me that dream. We will be sisters. Sister, I will help you. I think a really good line of dialogue would have been, he dies today, and this doesn't go any further than today. Like, or like, in the next 5 minutes or the next few minutes, we're killing him. And there ain't no coming back. Shut up. Trying that, man? His food messed around and brought in demigorgons. Why, Gamora? But I do. Don't you see here on page 125? Nebula. I don't know if I could even consider the fact of dating a woman by the name of Nebula. Imagine that, like you pull up. Ooh, heart shot. What's your name, sweetheart? Nebula. Get the fuck. Okay. All right. Yo, you don't really have to tell me your name. It's all good. I get it. Wow. You know, the one thing I don't dig, and maybe I don't know enough about Thanos, but just in this universe, I don't dig the fact that they don't show him get tired. And he's, taking on electricity and freaking all these rays, whatever fucking Iron Man is shooting out. And hits and he just doesn't get fucking tired. Ooh. Oh. You don't done it now, sucker. And I'm not talking about, all right, you just saw him get hit. I'm talking about being winded or tired. You see everyone in battle get winded or tired. You don't see him. Bow. I wonder if that would have finished him. Ooh, rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Mmm. Winded. Taking a while to get up. For something that's supposed to be, strong, I've seen it break quite a few times. I'm talking about the shield. Bullshit. Don't blame the planet. What the fuck is that? Cap. To your left, to your left. Cap. To your left, to your left. I can do this. Strip. Cap. Yay! Yay! MCU orgasm, MCU orgasm, MCU orgasm. Strango, chango. I've had about enough of you. And you too, you little shit. Hey, Bombay! Hey, Bombay! Hey, Bombay! Hey, Bombay! I'm tired of fighting this man. And they telling a whole other story because you seeing fucking magicians that just showed up. He like he got a haircut. Does all that for him to do nothing. To be thinking fucking Hulk. I like that. I like people. I know I've heard some people say they wanted to hear him scream, but the way he did that was nice because it was complimented when that hammer hits his hand. You know, you hear that fing, that pounding sound, boom, right in his hands. And he already yelled, Avengers! Boom! Assemble. Yo, look at Thor. Okay, so what is Hulk going to do? Stop and touch his temple? Because I don't recall him doing jack. Husband and wife kicking A. Lots and lots of A. How did he get that? I'm not thinking about it. Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark. Huh, that's interesting. Doctor Strange says it's been 5 years. What the way he makes it sound. You could tell like he knew. Doctor Strange it is. Gamora? Now you lift his fucking helmet again, which we just saw. Whack. See, if she knew it was him, then why would she beat him up? Like, that didn't make any sense. It would have been better if he would have walked over and then said something goofy and then she said, this is the one, you know, and then that line, rather than her beating him up. I'd have been like, yo, I haven't seen you punch not one fucking thing, green ass. That's right. They're on Avengers soil. She is so in love with him. No doubt. The way she looks at him. Go back and watch the second one. Where's old girl at? Okay, did he say clit or Clint? Clit. Give it to me, clit. Clit. Give it to me, clit. Clit. Give me the clit. The black bente, give me the clit. Clint. You done fucked up now. Everything for me. Know your name. House of M. Mother. Clit. And she like rip his whole suit off. It just disassembles. That was the only way he could get rid of her, I see. Hey, queen. Heads up, queen. I got you, queen. That's exactly how he's acting, too. Queen. Mask off again. Say it. Oh, he's shorty. Should just run right through the ship. I think it would have been a better line if he would have said, "Oh, wow, she can do that?" Rather than, "Oh, yeah." Like, "Oh, wow, she can do that?" You're fudged. I ain't being a runner. Peanut burger. Don't worry. The women will do it. All six of us. Lame. I would rather just see a movie. Lame. What a cliche shot that was. To shut people up. Lame, lame. See? And he just fucking back up. Like, there's no breath control. He's just like, he slides. He gets up. Boom. Keeps it moving. Now, this would have been a fucking perfect opportunity to put the fucking Hulk in. Right fucking here. Just with a punch. Just a fucking punch. Just a punch, bro. Bow. And that's it. Just a punch. I owe you that. You know, boom. Then he could have, it'd been nice you seen something just cut his fucking arm off again. Soon. Oh no, not again. Shake your head. Or one. It would have been better if Tony gotten up. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind. There's no stones. And I was Iron Man. Motherfuckers just dusted. No, what? Never mind. Damn, I didn't realize sofa was squeaking so much. New position. New position. Now give some more poetic prose. Excuse me. Yo, don't Thanos look a lot like Josh Brolin? I swear. Come on, say it. Oops. Still not winded. He winded. He's definitely winded. He looked like lo mein right about now. Now it's the reverse. Mr. Stark, come here. Don't die. We did it. We're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn words. Excuse me. Are you a doctor? I like the way the music came in. Of the score. For a second there, I was about to say, who is that kid? Only part of the movie that I wasn't happy with was this part right here. Shut up. Yo, that actor now looks like Fat Joe. If you've seen him recently. So I guess the mom, Judith Greer, and all that is deaded. And Barbie Carnival. Oh no! I thought they put him in the water first. I love you, Andre 3000. You can tell they're all like not there at the same time. Or I guess they justified his jacked up arm as the reason why he couldn't fight anything. If that was the case, then why have him in battle running? And why is she swaying back and forth? Yep, and you can tell the way the camera's moving is just enough space so that you can move the screen. You know what I'm saying? In post, you could just manipulate it. Or this is probably a blank slate and the camera's moving. There's no way no one knew who that kid was until it was announced. She knows. Trust me, she knows. You see it. I think a bird should just land on her shoulder. Psh. And then she would have said, she knows. Vanilla ice cream. Does she have dimples? Queens and fairies, fairies and queens. It's going to be pink and green and sherbet. Lots of sherbet. Airbag. Quail. He called him Quail. Nice. Charge. Of course, of course. Yes, yes. Stupid ass. Yo, he's such a dick. He plays that so well, man. Of course. Needs a look. Of course. Of course. You're a good man, but I'm about to do some real funny style shit that y'all not gonna find out until the next few years. Wait till when I really join Hydra. Buddy. 2 seconds. As long as he needs. How come I need a helmet? Oh. Duh. Going quantum. Music stop. Up your nose with a rubber hose. Now, why don't he just go, hey guys? He just says Sam. That's probably because they fucking fix this in post and probably had no idea if they're going to put the Hulk there or whatever. And why didn't they both go? Why does only he go? Because Bucky's closer to him. Looking like goddamn Robert Redford. He got de-aged. Old boy's like mustache and beard connection thing is just not, I'm not feeling it. Not only Tony, Nat. See, he even fucking knows what they. But then again, if you watch the motion of him showing the sword, the The motion of him passing the shield, I guess. All of a sudden, the brother's assassinated. It's gonna be me. Because we haven't figured that out yet. But trust me, when we put it together, you're gonna be freaking surprised. I'm telling you, mark my words. Captain America left a stain on Phase 4 that's gonna be game changers. It's gonna be a plethora of game changers that we're gonna find out that this dude did. Bigger than him just dancing with, Peggy. Dabber dabber jibber jabber jar and jibber jabber 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 jibber jabber jar and jibber jabber jabber jabber. Trin Tran. Kiss me again and kiss me 4 more times. And dabba dabba dooba dabba dabba dooba. And shabba dangy brangy brangy dingy dangy bangy 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 dang. The ringy dingy dangy dingy dangy doo. Satan's just as powerful as God is, man. I mean, why do you think there's so much evil and anger in the world right now, man? Shibangy bingy bangy, shibba jibba da, jibba da da, bidibba da, do da ba Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Benedict Cumberbatch, Chadwick Boseman, Brie Larson, Tom Holland, Karen Gillan, Zoe Saldana, Evangeline Lilly, Tessa Thompson, Renee Russo, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Tom Hiddleston, Denai Guerrera, Benedict Wong, Pom Kim Lava, Dave Bautista, Leticia Wright, John Slattery, Tilda Swinton, John Favreau, Haley Atwell, Natalie Portman, Marissa Tomei, Taika Waititi, Angela Bassett, Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, William Hurt, Colby Smulders, Sean Gunn, Winston Duke, Linda Cardellini, Maximano Hernandez, Frank Grillo, you rookie, and the name's going to add too fast for me to even get too off. Vin Diesel as Groot, and Bradley Cooper as Rocket, with Gwyneth Paltrow, with Robert Redford, Josh Brolin as Thanos, Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Michael Jackson, and Jeremy Renner in script. Scarlett Johansson. Chris Hemsworth. Mark Ruffalo. Chris Evans. Robert Dookie Downey Jr. And that concludes this commentary for Avengers Endgame. I don't think I'm gonna stick around for some fake end credits of a man banging on stuff, talking jibba jibba jabba jabba jibba jibba jabba jibba jibba jabba jabba jibba jabba 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 blah 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 blah. I think I'm gonna peace you people out. Thank you for joining me. Once again, we do the cast. I did not see Sean Gunn at all. And I didn't see Winston Duke. So, E-Bombay! 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 Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. And I'm actually considering, I will have these as two separate Infinity War and Endgame. And I'm thinking about maybe combining them into just one for your listening pleasure. If you were pleased by the eardrummer and comedic stylings of Mr. Russell. And homeboy's name is Dan Sudick. And I'm sure he goes, it's Sudick. Either way, it's jacked up name, but okay. I'm going to piece you out unless I see another funny name. Which I don't at this time. And I'm going to say ta-ta for now. Ciao bella. All right, guys and gals and guys, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I am peacing you out. Once again, thank you for joining this commentary for the Avengers, or just Avengers Endgame. Or what I could do, I just had a thought, as the credits roll, let's talk about some Phase 4. Let's give a little Phase 4 love. I'm most excited about Thor and seeing Lady Thor, which is what I named her. Okay? But as I had further thought, I love the title Doctor Strange and is it in the Multiverse of Madness, or is the Madness of the Multiverse? The Multiverse of Madness. Sounds very, very, very interesting. And if you realize it's supposed to be, leaning toward horror, and it's a shot at Fox's New Mutants, which their Marvel film was supposed to be horror. So makes me wonder if we're ever going to see this film. More than likely, I think that they're going to probably put it on the Marvel channel, because that's, out of curiosity, that's probably going to bring eyes to the channel. And if they're, well, I can't say if they're smart about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they wait until like next year, 2020, Halloween time or something. If they, feel, hey, it's dark, let's give them something dark, but, whatever. They might give it to Hulu, because now Disney owns, a big share of Hulu, just to bring eyes there. But I don't think that we're going to see this film in theaters. I don't know. So, what else we getting? The Eternals, a little bit familiar with them. I believe that they're the ones that created the stones. They're actually, Marvel's replacement, or the MCU's replacement for the Inhumans. I'm surprised when they made all these announcements, they kind of buried the Guardians, but I guess because, it's a name that you're familiar with now in this universe. I do believe that the Guardians will definitely be out before the Thor film. Oh no, we're getting more of this music. Because I think they have to kind of lead in the what's it, Thor Love and War, is that it? I'm really curious to find out who's going to play Adam Warlock. I have a feeling it's going to be somebody that we know, in blonde hair. Post-production sound services done at Skywalker Sound, Lucasfilms. George Lucas getting a little cheddar cheese. I'm very interested in the Scarlet Witch series. If it's gonna be, which I believe it is, that take on that period piece with her and Vision in the 1940s, 1950s, 60s Mad Men era. And we've reached almost the end of the... Damn, Hollywood Records is still goddamn around. Reached the end of the credits, and filmed in Georgia. Oh, so that location that they were at, I'm going to find out. In Ontario. I'll bet that location was in Ontario. I'm talking about Tony Stark's home. Bam, bam. Oh, yeah. Marvel Studios logo. Yeah, we did it. Distributed by Walt Disney Studios. And I am peacing you peeps out. We're going to end it right here. Later. Shebang, bang, bang. Satan's just as powerful as